From the Detroit Free Press, in the heart of the Motor City, it's Wednesday, April 1st. Here are today's top stories, presented by Bush's Fresh Food Market. Calling all foodies, Bush's is hiring. Are you passionate about food, looking for growth, development, and excellent wages? Come grow with Bush's and apply online at bushes.com/join-our-team. That's Bush's, BUSCHS.com/join-our-team.
For the Detroit Free Press, I'm Kristen Shamus. The University of Michigan announced Tuesday it plans to convert its indoor track into hospital space. The track could be used as a field hospital for 500 coronavirus patients as demand grows in the COVID-19 pandemic. Keith Dickey, Michigan Medicine's chief strategy officer, says the hope is to complete the project by April 9th or April 10th so the field hospital can begin taking patients soon after. Michigan Medicine has a capacity to handle 1,000 patients, but its models project it could have as many as 5,860 by May 4th. But if Michiganders stay home and continue to practice social distancing, U of M models suggest the spread of the disease will slow down by as much as 65%, cutting the number of patients hospitalized to 2,000. Dickey says the university may also turn dorms into hospitals and is redeploying its staff to meet the growing need for healthcare workers in the pandemic. To learn more, go to freep.com.
I'm Frank Witzel with the Detroit Free Press. Dozens of consumer energy employees will be sequestered in campers and hotels for several days starting Wednesday to protect them from contracting coronavirus and help keep the electricity on. The extraordinary measure is part of a series of pandemic precautions that the Jackson-based power company, DTE Energy, and other utilities nationwide hoped they would never need to activate. From New York to Los Angeles, utilities are trying to keep electricity, gas, and water flowing by initiating protocols that range from taking employees' temperatures to sequestering them in campers. DTE, Michigan's other large utility, started moving critical and backup power plant workers to campers about 2 weeks ago. The utilities are seeking to avoid the widespread infections and quarantines that sideline hundreds of Detroit police officers, including the chief. But if too many critical utility workers get sick, it may be an even bigger problem.
I'm John Carlisle for the Detroit Free Press. When the COVID-19 coronavirus hit the Detroit area, it wasn't just supermarkets and grocery stores that were slammed. The small handful of herbal and natural healing stores remaining in Detroit found themselves overrun with people looking to stock up on herbs like elderberry, Irish sea moss, echinacea, and dozens of other herbs that have been used for years by people trying to make themselves healthy using natural products. For many Detroiters, home remedies have long been the first resort for cures and treatments, particularly among those who had less access to doctors, less money to pay for health care, and less trust of the whole system. For years, many of them relied on folk medicine passed down through families for generations. And as this pandemic swept through the state, many came to the few stores in town specializing in remedies they insist work like no other treatment. For more on this story, go to freep.com.
For the Detroit Free Press, I'm Meredith Spelbring. Desperate times call for desperate measures. For others, they call for puzzles. As more and more people across the country go into lockdown mode to limit the spread of coronavirus, more seem to be turning to puzzles to pass the time. Jigsaw puzzles have lingered in the top 10 most searched for items on Amazon in the past week. Many show as currently unavailable or out of stock. So why the sudden interest? Aside from being a pretty simple activity to pass time, puzzles are shown to reduce stress by giving people a task to complete. Puzzles can also be done as an individual activity for those in need of a momentary escape or provide group entertainment. Puzzling can also have long-term benefits, stimulating the brain to boost both short and long-term memory. For more information on puzzles and their positive impacts, head to freep.com.
I'm Kirkland Crawford with the Free Press Sports Department and a look at the NFL season. It may not be scheduled to begin until the second week of September, but considering how the coronavirus pandemic has put an indefinite pause on the sports world, one would think that that's in doubt, right? Well, the NFL Executive Vice President Jeff Pash told the media on Tuesday that the league is forging ahead as planned, at least at this point. The regular season is scheduled to start in September, and the draft will go ahead in late April, though without any fans. Pash said the league is even looking into holding off-season workouts via Zoom video conferencing. The NFL says they are going to do everything by the book and according to doctors and local officials' orders, but they feel good about the season as planned. One new wrinkle, officially added on Tuesday, league owners ratified the plan to add 2 more teams to the playoffs beginning this season.
For more stories from the Detroit Free Press, be sure to check out freep.com. That's FREEP.com. If you're a fan and want to support our quality local journalism, subscribe. Go to freep.com/special offer. See you tomorrow.